Good afternoon, dear ones. I am really grateful to be here. I am always enjoying this kind of work. So what I'd like to do before we start, of course, is to just close your eyes and imagine a crystalline grounding cord coming up from the center of the earth all the way up into the sun. Make it as wide as your room or your house. Make it really big. And anything that is out of alignment, anything that isn't at the highest level of being, just let it be. All that stuff be flushed down into the earth or zooped up into the sun to be recycled. Because you know, any of the stuff that can be released, the more that can be released, the more that can be let go, the better it is for everyone. So also, now open your hands, and I can only do one hand today because the other one is holding this camera, phone. Just allow the white Christed light to come through me into you and going into all of the cells of your body. And just allow that this white Christed light, the very highest level of being, is just filling you up with the joy and love that you deserve. Whether or not you believe it, you can indeed have all of this light and love inside of you. Whether it's you can even accept it, or whether or not you feel overwhelmed or sad or whatever, it just comes into you and it's always there. And very gradually, all of the stuff that negates you, that the stuff that doesn't allow you to have that joy and love, just starts moving out. Every time you allow in the white Christed light, it moves things away. And of course, there may be times when you're feeling fine and other times really unhappy or sad. That's a perfect time to run the white Christed light. And Arian saying, oh yeah, I gotta remember that. Because there are times when she's been feeling really frustrated and upset and sad. So it's something all of you need to remember. You know, go in and run the white Christed light. I send it through me right now, but it's available to all of you at any time. It's what's there for you. It's a gift from the divine to you. Okay, so on Sunday, Arian and a friend were walking, and the discussion came up about where they were and what was going on. And I gave them a meditation of a tree meditation, which I am going to have on Arian's website. She's going to have to edit a little bit, and maybe David can put it on the video on the YouTube channel or not. He's swamped at this point. But it, you know, just to have, or actually just to have a card in front, and then people can watch it or listen to it while they won't watch. And it was really about that we're all stuck on tree limbs, or actually I should say you guys are. I'm in Smartchester. But that you need to be at the center of your tree. And all of us have been migrating out to the ends of the tree. And what that means is, excuse me, we're debating, okay, Arian's waiting to sneeze. And you need to get some more perspective. So one of the things that I'd like to do today is I'd really like you all to imagine yourself in your core, in your center, in your beingness, not out there in some other parts of the world, but really reconnecting in your core. And it's like, where is your core? Where is your center? Where are you? And if you asked yourself right now, where are you? You might find you're 15 feet out, or over in the front, or off to the side, or you're tilted this way energetically, or you're sort of wandering around like this. Or you might have parts of you that are grounded, and other parts of you, like the bottom part may be grounded, but the top part may be tilted off. So what we're going to do is a little bit of, is more than a little bit, is grounding, is getting back into your core. And then once you do, you can get back into the center of the tree, and more importantly, you can start reconnecting with your divine blueprint and your higher self and source. Okay, so the first thing, of course, you have grounded. And at this point, it's really very simple. You could to just imagine that you have 4 parts of you: body, mind, heart, and spirit, and just like that. And so what you need to do, and I can't do it because I'm holding the phone, is imagine that all 4 are sliding in, stacking up one on top of another. So physical here, mental, emotional, and spirit. So now you have a stack. And I do it horizontally, but it's really vertically that you are aligning. And now, from the very top of your head, imagine that all of these 4 have now aligned, but they aren't connected yet. And now from your higher self, just imagine them all blending together in a flower, in the lotus flower. And at the top of your head, all combining. Some people do this as, imagine crystals. I was going to say flowers, I started, but then I saw all the crystals here. So we're going to imagine an amethyst crystal where all of these 4 bodies are vibrating. And then down to the 6th chakra, which is, of course, right here. I'm not going to cover up Arian's face. And imagine it as a topaz. And all of these 4 bodies combining. And then down into your throat, where the 4 bodies are combining in a sapphire. And feeling them connect. Now the reason why I was going to do flowers, but as I said, this image came up, and I realized that once these bodies are combined, they're going to harmonize in a different way. Okay, down into your heart chakra, which is the emerald. Allow that to feel, them all to combine there. And down into your solar plexus, turning into a peridot. And down in your 2nd chakra, which is an orange color, but I'm going to say fluorite for this one. Same thing, blending. And finally a ruby at the base of your spine. Up at the top above your head will be the diamond. And below, let's put in a tanzanite. And so you're going to be connected to all of these chakras and below. And now, just imagine as the energy starts vibrating through the sun rainbow beams, lighting them all up. It's going to run through all of your body. It's going to start harmonizing all of you again to stay in your center, to remind yourself that this is your core. This is who you are. This is where you belong. Not out there, not over there, not up here, not down there. Here, right in the center. And then feeling each of these crystals, because actually that's what those crystals are, those gemstones are, they're crystals, and they're vibrating through each of your bodies and harmonizing them. Take a deep breath. And feel them coming in more and more. Ooh, I'm sort of out. Sorry there. Just looked up, saw we weren't here. And Now, from your higher self, above your head, okay, now allow the divine blueprint to come down into your body and allow your body, allow it to go through each of your chakras, each of your grids, each of your cells, all parts of you. Realign yourself, with your highest purpose. It's always important to do this every so often. And it's more important now than ever before, because there are so many things on this planet these days that are so out of alignment, so out of whack, so scary that it's easy for you to get out of alignment. But the more that you're in there, the more you are confident of who you are, the more you can radiate love, joy, confidence, abilities, competence, greatness. And that's what I'm wishing for all of you. And now, imagine that you are coming from out wherever you've been, being in the center of your tree, being in the center, feeling all of this experience of yourself. And just imagine this energy radiating out through all of you, through all of the people around you. Remember what I said at the beginning, that you can, you get all the love and joy you deserve, whether you believe it or not. And in this case, I'm coming back to that because so many of you believe you only have a little bit, but there's actually a quite great deal. You just don't accept it in. And so maybe now, having done this from the center, you can realize you indeed do deserve more, and can even accept more. Every day, accept a little more, a little more, a little more, a little more. Take a deep breath just like Arian did. This is very heavy duty, believe it or not. It might sound very simple, but it isn't at all. Because when you are realigning yourself at your core, you're saying, I'm claiming myself. I'm claiming who I am, my right to be myself, my right to be me. And for many people, that is very scary. Scary for them to do it, scary for the others around them who suddenly have to realize that you are a fully aligned being. And a lot of them won't like it, but that's their issue. But if you're radiating this energy out, it affects them. Not so that they go, yeah, but that they go, oh, they become softer. They open up. So by your radiating this out, you change them in a much more positive way. Okay, so I think that's all we need for today. If any of you have questions that Arian didn't send out, you noticed, there's been a problem with a lot of things these days, email and this Facebook. If you have questions, send the questions over and I'll be glad to answer them for you. At any rate, thank you all for being here. Let's remind ourselves to run the white Christed light yet again. And getting in, because that really cements all of the high-level energies that you've left into yourself, that you've allowed to be part of you, and it will give you a greater sense of being on this planet, of being grounded, of having the right to do whatever is your highest purpose. Thank you.